WrestleMania Goes Hollywood has now been and gone. And all in all, let's just say the pay-per-view was kind of average. First night, fantastic. Brilliant, top to bottom. Great time. Kevin and Sammy won. Brilliant. Rhea won. Brilliant. Then night 2 happened. Wasn't that good, was it? Lackluster matches across the board. And Cody lost in the main event, which we will get to. With all that, we had Raw After Mania last night, which is blatant proof that the most dreadful thing in WWE has happened. The thing we were all fearing. Vince McMahon is back. We now need to ask the question, what the hell is going on in WWE right now? Let's talk about it. So a lot of us woke up to the news on Monday the 3rd of April that WWE has now been bought by Endeavor for over $9 billion and it's going to be merged with UFC to bring in a brand new product, potentially called TKO, but that's just what it's saying on the stocks. It's a huge deal and it could work out very well for the WWE. There's a lot of money at play. There's people who know how sports entertainment works. Look at the success of the UFC. But with this could come some big problems. We have the issue with Endeavor being a big fan of the pay-per-view format, and they like making money off pay-per-views. We've been very lucky with the WWE Network and Peacock, where we've been able to subscribe and pay for our shows and pay for the pay-per-views all in that one subscription. But there is the fear with Endeavor where we could be paying for a subscription for the shows, which we actually don't get for a good few weeks in the UK. And we're also going to have to pay for the pay-per-views. Say it's fine with AW Plus because you're only paying around £6 a month and the pay-per-views are only about £20 a go in the UK. This won't be the case with Endeavor. They are going to charge full whack for pay-per-views, and with WWE, we all know it's not really worth it. We're not going to get the money's worth. We're not going to get the quality in every single match like you may do in a UFC show. It has also seen Vince McMahon worm his way back into the company. Now, there's going to be many that are still saying, no, it's not the case. He's just back as executive chairman. Yes, but he is a majority stake in the company. Yes, it's still part of that 49% that WWE owns, but he owns the most of it. This looked like it was happening during WrestleMania Night 2, especially with the win of Roman Reigns. We all know he has been a passion project of Vince McMahon since the get-go, and now we can fully see it continuing. There was no reason for Roman to win, apart from hitting 1,000 days, which, yeah, that's great and all, but there's nothing to get him there. There is no other wrestlers to stand out to fight him. The perfect person at the perfect moment to win that title was Cody Rhodes. Yes, you could argue Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber, but there is no one who has been built as perfectly as Cody Rhodes. He was white hot. The crowd loved him. The crowd were fully behind him. You listen to that crowd at WrestleMania 39. It fell dead on its ass the moment he lost. We then saw Raw After Mania. What a f***ing shambles this was. It was awful. One of the worst 3 hours of TV that company's ever put on. Raw After Mania used to be famous for comebacks, for debuts, for call-ups. We got one. It was Matt Riddle. No Randy Orton with him, just Matt Riddle. And I would say half of social media could not care. Yeah, it's great seeing him back, but where was our Bron Breakker? Where was our Roxanne Perez? Where was our Cameron Grimes? Where was Jay White? Yes, it's still not confirmed. Jay White might be coming to the company. He could still show up in AEW. He could still be in New Japan for all we know. The biggest thing we actually saw was Brock Lesnar turn. That was it. It was reported that 2 women's matches were cut from the card and then replaced with a tag team #1 contendership match, which makes no sense because Shayna and Ronda won a match at Mania. But we still saw Liv and Raquel get the chance to challenge Becky Lynch and Lita on Raw next week. Whoop-de-doo, I guess. We continue to see the Cody and Roman feud build, which shouldn't be building, it should be done. There shouldn't be another chapter to this story. Roman should be taking a break. Cody should be champion, giving us something fresh finally. We have seen 3 WrestleManias now where Roman has won. It's getting really boring. We're at the perfect point for an end, and I don't think it's Triple H. It's got Vince McMahon wrote all over it. Such as the rewrites on Raw After Mania. What was all that about? We found out that 45 minutes into the show, they were still receiving rewrites of the show. Why was this not done? This wasn't a Triple H thing. We never heard about this happening when Triple H finally took charge of creative. The guy books ahead. Vince McMahon never did. It's all starting to feel like we're going back to the old WWE, and it's not looking good. Creative seems to be a last-minute thought. It all seems just a half-assed job because we all know Vince will still get his money and casuals will still watch. Dave Meltzer has even reported that Triple H has been reduced to busy work as Chief Operational Officer. What's busy work? It's not heading up creative. It's going and collecting coffees. We saw change when Triple H took over. It was all for the better. It was so much fun watching WWE. Yes, it wasn't perfect, but there was definitely more going on. Now it feels like it's going to be wasted by an old man who has lost his marbles years ago. You can see wrestlers' morale has seriously dropped as well, with tweets from Bayley saying that she's thinking about going, with tweets from Asuka saying she should go back to Japan. We even saw during the Raw After Mania Becky Lynch looking so annoyed during her promo. There's definitely something wrong going on in WWE, and we all know who the problem is. Does it look like it's about to tank? Creatively, yes. Money-wise, no. They'll make their money. WWE Raw and SmackDown are two of the biggest watched sports shows on TV. It's not going to start losing money anytime soon, but it's definitely going to start losing the fans who would finally come back because there was something good on the plate. Vince McMahon doesn't care about you. He cares about what money is coming into the business, and that is it. So what does the next year hold? I'm really scared about this next year. We're going to see Roman dominate more. We're going to see Brock on TV a lot more. Cody's probably going to be pushed down the card in the long run. Yes, I could be completely wrong and this could be all one giant thing to get into next year's WrestleMania, but this doesn't look good. I'm also fearing a lot of people are about to lose their jobs. Remember I did the video of 10 people not benefiting from Triple H and then 10 people who should be WWE champion? Scrap them. Get them in the bin. Thank you everybody for watching them, but it doesn't matter now. All these new people, all people who have returned to the company, will not matter because they are people that Vince McMahon got rid of. Johnny Gargano? Nah, he's not going anywhere. Austin Theory, oh, he's going to be main event in Mania this coming year. It even puts me in fear for people like Gunther, who the reports were going around that Vince was planning to tank, just like he's going to tank his company right now. All I can say is the next year or two of WWE, judging by how long Vince's contract is due to be, things are going to be very, very strange. There is going to be a lot of people not happy inside the business and on the outside. But thank you for watching. If you want to see me rant about more, because I like to have a little rant every now and again, please hit the subscribe button, please hit a like, drop your comments what you think is happening right now. If you disagree with me, I completely understand, and I will see you again soon.